your boy Az. We are back here, and today we're gonna quickly go over my roster here. We're gonna do some Doom 1.1. We recently just got into it by 100%ing the normal version, so thank goodness for that. And we'll showcase Deathpool, just so how good she is. I just missed the mark for getting her 5 stars, unfortunately, but I still got that 6 red unlock on her, so hopefully she'll get added to the premium orbs, and I can hopefully get her up to 5. But yeah, the team we'll be utilizing her, of course. She's level 80. Don't have anything T4 just yet, and I can bring her up to tier 15. But just holding off on the resources for now. Then we're gonna be using Ebony Maw. Everything's pretty much T4 on him. Also level 80. I've got him as basically on skirmisher, so that way he can apply the vulnerabilities, and then that helps with the extra little hits here and there. And then I've got Doom. Everything's T4 on him. Oh, I guess I could level this up. I didn't realize I could. Isolate Blue level 2. And again, level 80 as well. And I can probably bring him up to level 81 when I get a chance here. I just turned 81. Adam Warlock, level 81. Everything maxed. Level 3 on the ISO 8s. And probably, the only characters I have that are level 81 right now are all the Infinity Watch. Everybody else is pretty much, holding off on that. Silver Surfer is the other one. Looks like I could also get this on here too. I didn't realize. Level 80 as well, T4'd. Only got him as 4 red, 4 yellow right now. Farming those shards on the raids. And that's it, guys. That's the team that we'll be running for today's, for the 1.1 on the Mystic nodes. Alright, so as you guys see here, we just started, and we got about 21 energy, so we'll have to cut the footage short here, but we'll do the first couple nodes, and then you guys can kind of see the team that I'm using. But the first one's not too bad. We just got to be careful of Squirrel Girl, because she does remove a lot of those debuffs. But as you guys can see here, my previous team, and links in the description as well, but this was the team that I used. I used Thanos instead of Deathpool, and of course Hela isn't on this team as well. I had Silver Surfer in place of Hela, but that was the team I used for my 1.0 one-shots in the Mystic nodes, and links in the description if you guys are interested to see that. But yeah, now that we are doing 1.1, we can finally see how she works, and I was able to test around with Deathpool in the 1.0 as well, and she was very good. The energy she provides is amazing, and on top of that, she gives a little bit of that extra speed up to the Mystic allies, which I find it gives them a little bit of extra juice. And of course, I've really enjoyed playing with her, and hopefully we can get her up to 5 yellows. So we're gonna ability block here Hawkeye. That's important because he takes a lot of those debuffs off, or excuse me, the buffs off our own team. So we want to make sure we can ability block that. We'll aim everything at him, get the vulnerabilities going, and we'll get Adam to extend those as well. Like I said, the faster you down this guy, the faster you get that immunity. And you also get some barrier protection too, because he is a controller. That helps us out a bit. It might be a little tight depending on your Deathpool, because as you guys can see here, she's kind of low on health already. But yeah, you just gotta survive the initial barrage, and then you get some immunity going here. And after every kill as well, I like how she just applies and attacks. I think that's really useful. We'll use Ebony Maw's his heal. And again, like I said, it's just nice that after every kill she hits, and then they also get energy as well, and the cycle just keeps going. So interested to try this with Thanos and Deathpool. Haven't had a chance to, but every character is important. We've got Doom here because of obvious reasons. One of the best Mystic characters you can have for Doom raids. His minions, and of course his ability to grant 3 turns to an ally. That's huge. And then of course Adam Warlock. He is such great control character for these nodes, because he can stun and he can ability block. And right here, what we'll do is we're going to ability block Captain Marvel, and that's going to apply the disruption to all the protectors on the board, which actually, it's nice that it isn't just one, it hits everybody. So yeah, as you guys saw there, we got Captain America, we got Hulk, we got Yo-Yo in there, all basically disrupted. I think that was because of, I'm not sure about Yo-Yo. I think she's a protector, but I forget sometimes. And yeah, you want to focus on, you want to basically focus down on Black Widow. get her down as soon as you can, so that way you can get that immunity and you can also get some extra barrier back. That's important because it keeps us alive, it gives us a little bit of sustain, and it gives us energy. It gives us energy and it gets us that little extra hit there from Deathpool as well. So boom. Basically, I use her special and her single target repetitively, and then if the charges are up, you can land the ultimate and it hits. It hits pretty good. It's if it crits, it does a ton of damage. It's pretty nuts. Especially if it's at max charges. So again, we're gonna speed this up so you guys don't have to watch all the footage here. I sped up near the end here, so I think it's pretty straightforward. We're pretty much just autoing basics. Again, blocking that Captain Marvel ultimate and saving it till the end is good, especially since we have barrier to kind of mitigate that damage. Otherwise, on this specific node, we got to be careful because that ultimate from her can basically one-shot a character. We're basically dealing with Dark Dimension 4 characters here, maybe even harder. So anyways, that's node 1.1 done. And the next node, I think a lot of people struggle with this one because of She-Hulk, and you want to take her out as soon as you can. So we're going to go in here with the same team, no changes, anything crazy like that. Everybody's pretty much at full health, which is nice. What I'll have to do is I'll probably have to bring up the levels on Deathpool. I think she's probably one. And Kestrel that you can probably bring up to level 85, just because the power creep and these new characters that they keep popping out, they're so strong and they're so powerful. So that's kind of my rationale for it. Anyways, we got Silver Surfer coming first. We're gonna ability block She-Hulk, and same thing here. We want to make sure we can contain her. So we can, you can use your ultimate special, whatever, how you want to do. We'll apply the offense down, and then this is important. You got to stun She-Hulk. If you don't stun her, she's going to remove all those debuffs, and that's going to be a pain in the butt. And right here, no mercy. This is where Doom shines. So we're going to activate his ultimate. We're going to rip off that defense down, or defense up. We're going to attack She-Hulk, and then we're going to land the ultimate there, smashing everybody hard. And then, of course, you want to take down Mr. Fantastic as well, because he's going to give us immunity. He's going to give us barrier. Gives us a little bit more protection. We got Vision there. We'll keep him alive for a little bit so we can reactivate the barrier as well. But you want to make sure you ability block him because he can also be annoying because he can rip off our debuffs. So luckily, thanks to Ebony Moss passive, when he's charged, he can basically ability block all those controllers, which is nice. So we'll get the little boost there. And again, once you take care of those characters, you can kind of focus on who you think is more of a danger. I personally don't like War Machine. War Machine does a ton of damage, so I like focusing him. Mysterio's good as well because he has the illusions and it just amps up your damage because you kill the images, you're going to feed more energy to your team, and it's going to bring energy and those extra hits back from Deathpool. So again, she shines really, really well. So we'll attack. You can go for whoever. Agent Coulson is also pretty painful as well. If you leave him alone, he's gonna ult and do his debuff removal. Or excuse me, buff removal. I keep saying debuff. I don't know why. You want to take him out so that way he doesn't do anything. And then of course, because you take him out, we also get that immunity and the barrier back. Boom. And then, of course, it's going to drop the last She-Hulk. We're going to speed this up at the end here because I know you guys don't need to see this, but it's pretty much once you take care of the stragglers. I find that Scarlet Witch is good to leave alone. She's slow. She's fine. You can probably be okay with leaving her last. I don't find her too much of a threat. Human Torch, not Pyro. Human Torch is also a pain in the butt, so you want to make sure you can get rid of him. We're gonna ultimate there with Doom because we have his ultimate ready to go for next round, so it doesn't really matter. And then finally, you can kill off Scarlet Witch for that last barrier, so it gives us a little bit of cushion for the last important wave, which is the boss node. And hopefully you guys have seen here just how good Deathpool can be. She's quite a nice addition for the Mystic team. I didn't really have an issue with my Mystic team until we went to 1.1, and I noticed that Thanos was not he was not tanking anymore. He was getting nuked by everybody, and unfortunately, it's a difficult situation you're put into. So my Thanos was like 7 red. He's like totally maxed out, everything as he can be, and he was getting nuked by these guys and absolutely destroyed. So adding Deathpool has actually helped speed the team up and give in a lot more sustain. So anyways, we're going to cancel out here, and we'll jump into the next one, which is quite a few hours later, but we didn't have any energy, so we had to come back to this. And now we're going to jump into the boss node. We finished off the other two ones with a one-shot, and this one's going to be a two-tap, strictly because we're going to run out of time here. It's a long node. There's some deadly characters. Doom, Squirrel Girl, Invisible Woman, Ghost Rider, all very, very, very annoying characters. And unfortunately, yeah, it's the best way to deal with it is to basically use this team is what I've found. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, and yeah, we go in here. We could probably heal ourselves up, to be honest. I got maxed. I think pretty close to max health refreshes. But we just don't need to. I haven't really had to use much refreshes for these nodes, thank goodness. Had to save them for the bio nodes, which is the ones that are also very, very, very tough. So those ones are, I think we're going to have to bring up our symbiotes to level 85 for those ones. But anyways, that's for another time. So we'll jump in here. We're going to ability block Squirrel Girl. That's the most important one because if she removes the debuffs, it really screws us up here. So that's why we're doing it. We're going to use the ultimate, or the special, excuse me. We're going to do that. And then, of course, right here, there's a couple things you can do. But I like to start off with the stun so it refreshes and we can start focusing on some of these bad boys. I like Carnage because Carnage is very, very, very annoying. So that's why we do that. On top of that too, it's, you know, when you use your Doom ultimate, it feeds him turn meter because the bots die. So yeah, it's kind of counterproductive, but this is the best way to do it is what I found out. And hopefully, yeah, hopefully we can see that, you know, we can get through this one here. Like I said, it's usually pretty smooth here. But yeah, anyways, everything you want to focus on Doom, because if it gets to Doom's second turn, it's game over. Taken a lot of results, and I found and experimented that this is the best way to do it. And just focusing his damage, or excuse me, focusing everything on him. So we'll do the ultimate there, and then that takes out a little bit of enemies there, and also gets us a couple hits back. And then yeah, you can do the ultimate, you can do the special, whatever. Maximum damage. I usually try to alternate between the special and the ultimates. We'll do the drain here, and I think that's pretty much it. We'll take care of that Doom, hopefully with Adam Warlock. Nope, still kind of kicking around here. He's got some bleeds on him, probably just bleed out. But as you guys can see here, very, very, very tough character to take down. And of course, we're gonna use the special there, or not the special, the single target. I like her single target because it hits everybody. It's like an adjacent target single attack. Very, very effective. And yeah, what's important here is you want to save the ability block for when Invisible Woman drops, because if she barriers, you might as well just cancel out or quit the battle, because that barrier is huge and it's gonna really screw you. So make sure if she drops, make sure somebody, Adam Warlock, Silver Surfer, somebody's got that ability block. Otherwise, it's gonna be tough to deal with. So hopefully you guys get that message across there. We're focusing everything on Squirrel Girl because we don't like her. She's annoying. So Invisible Woman drops, and now we can use that ultimate. Let's see if this kills off Carnage. Pretty close. And we get the double tap there because of the striker, and then we'll activate the yeah, we got Silver Surfer's ability block. Sweet. He's so fast. I think most of the time he'll get to it. I don't even think we have to use Adam Warlock's ability block just yet, so that's kind of nice for us. And then again, we'll do the ultimate because we can, or not, excuse me, the special because we can. That'll take out a couple targets, get a couple hits, get some energy back. And as you guys can see here, hopefully you guys can see that Deathpool is just really fueling the energy for this team. I think that she does such an amazing job. And again, she's not even fully maxed yet. I got to push her to tier 15, and I also want to get her up to, you know, hopefully 5 or 6 yellows eventually. We'll do the drain here for health, take down a couple targets, get some more energy back. And I mean, really, we got Invincible Woman ability blocks, so you don't really have to focus on her. Awesome. We got Doom's ultimate coming back here. We're going to focus a couple hits here on Invisible Woman. And then, of course, Ghost Rider is the next guy you want to focus on. Absolutely dangerous target because every time you take out someone, he takes out someone. So, very scary target. That's why we're going to apply the disruption and the defense down there. And then we'll also apply the ability block on him because, like I said, you want to take care of him as soon as you can. And the best way to do that is making sure he doesn't ult. If he ults, it's game over. So as you guys can see here, we're pretty much down to the last 5 guys. And so far so good. I think we're doing pretty good. Yeah, I think we're pretty good right now in terms of time. But unfortunately, like I already alluded to earlier, we're not going to be able to finish. We're probably not going to have enough time here because these nodes are just too long. And especially because you want to make sure your attacks are making an impact. You want to make sure you're not just randomly clicking and autoing. Maybe if my characters were higher, I'd do more damage, but it's gonna be tight here for sure. So we'll 2-tap it for sure, and then we'll see if we can finish off Ghost Rider here before the clicker goes off. Yeah, and unfortunately, I like I said, it's not a tough node if you got Doom, if you got Adam Warlock. If you don't have those characters, it's gonna be a struggle. I've tried alternates. It's a toughie. I think lots of people struggle with these nodes, and luckily for me, we have 2 of the best characters in the game, Adam Warlock, and hopefully if his event comes back soon, so we can get 6 yellow on him, and then of course Doom as well. And then there you guys have it. So that's it. That's it for the first shot, the first attack. We'll jump back in here because we've got the energy, but hopefully you guys can see that it's not too bad of a node because we have some pretty crazy characters, and Deathpool has really basically bolstered this Mystic team up to a significant margin. I think to the point where obviously we can't do that one shot. I think I was taking about 3 or 4 attacks with Thanos. So this is before I leveled up Deathpool to the point where she is now. But yeah, Deathpool has really fueled that. And of course, we're gonna bring in Hela now. People criticize Hela a lot and say, hey, don't work on her anymore. There's other characters to focus on. But like I said, we're not going to heal up here. I was just checking my refreshes. But I still think she's a very, very good character. And I think if you're lacking Adam Warlock or if you're lacking Doom, she's definitely one to kind of piece in this group because of Greg. She's got that spread as well. And we're gonna just blast through this one because it's a pretty straightforward one. We're going to spread debuffs. And I think you guys get the gist of it. That's kind of why we sped it up. And you guys don't need to watch the full footage of this, but I think you guys get the message that if you can 2-shot it without a refresh, I think that's amazing already. I don't think I have the best strategy for this attack. I'll keep trying here and see if we can 1-shot it, but so far I've only been able to do it as a 2-tap, and for most of those boss nodes, that's been kind of the same sort of messaging throughout. So that's kind of why I'm not really shocked at all with the 2-shot. But yeah, hopefully this helps you guys out. If you guys have Doom, if you guys have Adam Warlock, like I said, Hela does well as well because she can spread those ability blocks to the whole board, and she's such a great character with Greg. Allows more turn meter, speeds up Silver Surfer, and then Thanos feeds energy. So again, Deathpool is a good one to sub in if you got Thanos, but ultimately, having Adam Warlock and Doom, those are the characters you want, and then of course Deathpool kind of fit in there nicely as well, Silver Surfer. Giving everybody increased speed and all that good stuff. So hopefully this has helped you guys out. Hopefully if you guys aren't here yet, hopefully it will help you in the future. But other than that, guys, hope you guys have yourselves a wonderful weekend, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.